Do you ever feel a quiet unease creeping in? Even after all your years of hard work and finally stepping into retirement, you pictured peaceful days, perhaps enjoying hobbies, travel, or simply quiet time. But for some, retirement can bring a subtle, yet profound loss of independence. It's a painful reality many don't talk about openly: the unspoken pressures, the subtle shifts in family dynamics, the feeling that your life, which you painstakingly built, is slowly slipping out of your hands. Sometimes right into the hands of those you love most, your children. It's a delicate subject, isn't it? Because we adore our children. We want the best for them, and we've spent a lifetime giving. But there's a crucial difference between loving support and unknowingly handing over the reins to your own precious, hard-won peace and independence. Many wonderful retirees discover, often too late, that their golden years have become golden cages, not because of malice, but because they gave away certain key aspects of their lives without realizing the long-term consequences. What if I told you there are 7 specific things you should hold on to tightly after retirement, not out of selfishness, but out of a deep understanding of what it means to live your best, most fulfilled life in your later years? These aren't about withholding love. They're about protecting your autonomy, your dignity, and your happiness. In this video, we're going to explore these 7 vital areas, unpacking why holding on to them is essential for your well-being. And trust me, what we discuss today isn't just about financial security. It's about the very fabric of your daily joy and freedom. Watch to the end for something that will truly surprise you. A realization that can profoundly change your perspective on your retirement years. Don't judge, Hamdi. Let's dive straight into the first vital area that, once retired, you should think very carefully about before handing over to your children your entire nest egg or full financial control. Now, this might seem obvious to some, but you'd be surprised how many well-meaning parents, perhaps out of a desire to help their children with a down payment, a business venture, or simply to alleviate their own perceived burden of managing money, decide to give away substantial portions of their savings or even grant full financial power of attorney without sufficient safeguards. Consider this: you've worked decades, saved diligently, made sacrifices, all for this moment, your retirement. This money isn't just numbers in a bank account. It represents your security, your options, your ability to live comfortably and pursue the life you've dreamed of. When you hand over large sums or complete financial control, you inadvertently shift the power dynamic. Suddenly, decisions about your own lifestyle, your healthcare, even simple everyday purchases, might become subject to approval or influence. You might find yourself having to ask for money that was once entirely yours, or feeling guilty for wanting to spend it on something for yourself. The painful reality is that even the most loving children can make mistakes, have their own financial struggles, or simply have different priorities than you do. What if their investments go south? What if their business fails? What if they just genuinely need the money more than they realize you do? And you find yourself in a precarious position with no safety net. Maintaining control of your finances, or at least the significant majority of them, allows you to dictate your own future, to respond to unexpected needs, and to live with the peace of mind that comes from knowing you are self-sufficient. This isn't about distrust. It's about responsible stewardship of your own life. You might set up a trust, or retain independent financial advisors, ensuring that while your children might be beneficiaries later, your present and immediate future are firmly in your hands. It's about protecting your ability to say yes to a new experience, or no to a financial request that might jeopardize your long-term security. Moving on from financial matters, the second thing to never give away entirely is your living space and personal privacy. I'm talking about the well-intentioned but often overwhelming idea of moving in with your children, or them moving in with you, without clear boundaries and expectations. Of course, family support is wonderful, and in some situations, it's necessary and beautiful. But the trap lies in the assumption that simply sharing a roof automatically means shared harmony. Your home, whether it's a house, an apartment, or even just your designated room, is your sanctuary. It's where you retreat, where you keep your belongings, where you feel safe and completely yourself. When children or grandchildren move in, or you move into their space, boundaries can quickly dissolve, suddenly. Your quiet mornings might be filled with their schedules, your evenings with their activities, your kitchen with their habits. Your personal space might shrink, or your belongings might be moved to accommodate theirs. You might feel a constant need to be available, to help with childcare, cooking, or household chores, eroding the very peace you sought in retirement. This isn't to say living together can never work, but it requires explicit, detailed conversations about expectations for privacy, shared expenses, daily routines, and personal space before any move happens. It's about ensuring that your need for solitude, for your own routines, and for the simple comfort of your own things in their rightful place isn't sacrificed. Your home, no matter its size, should remain a haven where you feel completely free to be yourself, without constant demands or intrusions. It's your final retreat, your calm harbor after a lifetime of storms, and its tranquility is a treasure to protect fiercely. And now, for the third critical thing to hold on to tightly, your precious time and your daily routine. This might sound a bit harsh, but hear me out. For decades, your time was dictated by work, by raising a family, by countless responsibilities. Retirement is finally your chance to reclaim it, to spend it exactly how you choose. Yet, it's incredibly easy for this newfound freedom to be slowly chipped away. Children, perhaps without even realizing it, can start to view your retired status as unlimited availability. Suddenly, you're the default babysitter, the errand runner, the emergency contact for every minor issue, the always available listener for every problem. Your days, which you imagine filled with gardening, reading, classes, or simply quiet reflection, become a series of unscheduled demands. You might feel obligated to drop everything to help, even when it means canceling your own plans or postponing something you truly wanted to do. This isn't about refusing to help your children. It's about setting healthy boundaries so that your generosity doesn't become an expectation, and your availability doesn't become an obligation. It's about valuing your own time as much as you valued it before retirement. You have earned the right to structure your days as you see fit. Learn to gently say no. Or, let me check my calendar. Or, I can help then, but not now. Your time is your most valuable non-renewable resource. And protecting your daily routine ensures that retirement truly is a period of choice and self-fulfillment, not just a continuation of being on call for others. Continuing our important discussion, the fourth thing you should never give away, especially after retirement, is your emotional energy and emotional well-being by becoming your children's primary emotional crutch or therapist. It's natural to want to support your children, to listen to their troubles, and to offer advice when asked. But there's a fine line between supportive parenting and constantly bearing the brunt of their emotional struggles, their relationship problems, their workplace frustrations, or their personal insecurities. When you're retired, you might have more free time, and your children might instinctively turn to you more often. However, consistently being the sole recipient of their emotional burdens can be incredibly draining, leading to stress, anxiety, and a feeling of being overwhelmed. Your own emotional reservoir, built up over a lifetime, is not limitless. You need that energy for your own joy, your own pursuits, and your own peace of mind. While you should always be a loving parent, it's crucial to encourage your adult children to seek professional help for deep-seated issues, to lean on their partners or friends for everyday venting, and to develop their own coping mechanisms. You are their parent, not their therapist. Protecting your emotional space allows you to enjoy your retirement years without constantly feeling weighed down by the worries and challenges of others. It frees you to cultivate your own inner peace and enjoy the lighter moments that life offers. Remember, a supportive relationship is a two-way street, where both parties respect each other's emotional capacities. Now, let's talk about the fifth crucial aspect to safeguard your future retirement dreams and long-term plans. You've probably spent years, perhaps decades, envisioning what your retirement would look like. Maybe it involves travel, learning a new skill, volunteering, or simply enjoying your home and garden. These dreams are deeply personal, and they form the blueprint for your happiness in these golden years. The danger arises when these plans are subtly or overtly hijacked by your children's needs or expectations. Perhaps they suggest you move closer to them, even if it means leaving a community you love. Maybe they imply that your savings should be directed towards their children's education, even if it means sacrificing your dream trip. Or perhaps they constantly plan family vacations or events that don't align with your desired pace or budget, making you feel obligated to participate. Giving away your dreams means sacrificing your own path to fulfillment. It means letting someone else's vision for your life supersede your own deeply held desires. It's vital to communicate your plans clearly and kindly, and to stand firm in pursuing them. Your dreams for retirement are not negotiable sacrifices for others' convenience or desires. They are the culmination of a lifetime of work, and you have every right to see them through. This isn't about being selfish. It's about self-preservation and honoring the person you are and the life you want to live, now that you have the freedom to choose. The sixth thing that you absolutely must not give away, and this is truly fundamental, is your health decisions and your autonomy over your own body. As we age, health becomes an increasingly significant focus, and our children often become more involved, out of love and concern. However, there's a critical difference between their loving support and them taking over the reins of your health choices. You might find them pushing for certain treatments you're uncomfortable with, or insisting on lifestyle changes you don't wish to make, or even questioning your doctors without your full consent. While their intentions are undoubtedly good, driven by a desire for your well-being, your body is your own, and your health decisions are ultimately yours to make, as long as you have the capacity to do so. This includes decisions about medical procedures, medication, daily routines, diet, and even end-of-life care. Having open, honest conversations with your children about your wishes, perhaps even formalizing them through advance directives or a living will, is crucial, but always ensure that you remain at the center of these discussions and that your voice is the loudest. It's about maintaining control over your personal agency, ensuring that your preferences and values guide your healthcare journey, not simply the anxieties or convenience of others. Your health is your most personal asset, and control over it is synonymous with control over your independence. Finally, and perhaps the most important of all 7 things to protect after retirement, is your entire sense of self, your identity, and your personal interests. For so many years, your identity might have been tied to your career, to being a primary caregiver, or to fulfilling various societal roles. Retirement offers a beautiful opportunity to rediscover who you are beyond those labels, to nurture long-neglected hobbies, or to explore entirely new passions. The danger is when you allow your identity to become solely defined by your role as a parent or grandparent, constantly revolving around your children's lives and needs. You might find yourself losing touch with your own friends, abandoning your own interests, or feeling guilty for pursuing anything that doesn't directly involve your family. This can manifest subtly. Perhaps you stop going to your book club because your daughter needs you to watch the kids, or you postpone a painting class because your son expects you to help with a home renovation. Over time, these small sacrifices add up, slowly eroding your unique identity until you hardly recognize the person you've become. Your retirement years are a precious chapter for self-discovery and personal growth. It's a time to nourish your soul, to pursue what truly brings you joy, and to engage with the world on your own terms. This means continuing to cultivate your own friendships, pursuing your individual interests, and making time for activities that invigorate and define you. Separate from your family life. It's about reminding yourself that while you are a loving parent and grandparent, you are also an individual with your own unique dreams, desires, and identity. Don't let your self-worth become entirely dependent on your children's approval or their constant need for your assistance. You are a vibrant, capable individual with so much more to offer than just practical help. Protecting your sense of self is the ultimate act of self-care and ensures that your retirement is a period of thriving, not just existing. It's about maintaining that spark, that zest for life that makes you uniquely you. So, to recap, We've talked about 7 incredibly vital areas to safeguard in your retirement years if you truly desire peace and independence. These include maintaining control over your finances, protecting your living space and privacy, valuing your precious time and daily routine, preserving your emotional energy, pursuing your own retirement dreams and plans, retaining autonomy over your health decisions, and ultimately, cherishing and nurturing your own unique sense of self and personal interests. Each of these 7 pillars supports the structure of a truly fulfilling and independent retirement. Remember, dear friends, small adjustments in how you approach these dynamics can make a truly profound difference to your happiness and well-being. It's not about loving your children less. It's about loving yourself enough to protect the life you've earned. You've given so much throughout your life, and now is the time to receive the peace and joy that come from living authentically and autonomously. Embracing these principles isn't selfish. It's a model of healthy independence that your children can actually learn from. It sets an example of how to live a full and vibrant life at any age. I truly hope this conversation has resonated with you. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Have you faced similar situations? Or found unique ways to maintain your independence in retirement? Share your wisdom in the comments below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful to others in our community. And if this video has given you something to think about, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. We're building a community here dedicated to living our best lives at every age, filled with peace, purpose, and independence. It's never too late to make positive changes and reclaim your rightful joy. Live your best life at every age.